Very good, thanks. Hi everyone, Steve Brown from Swansea Business Marketing, and this afternoon I'm here with Neil from Private Property Buyer. How are you, Neil?
I'm very good, thank you, Steve. How are you?
Very well, thank you. Neil, I'm glad you could join us today. One of the questions I'm often getting asked, when I'm looking at property investment, etc., and you and I were talking about it earlier today. We were talking about coaching and intensive coaching, etc. So what sort of coaching packages do you put together? Because I know you actually do help people get on the property ladder and understand how this property investment works. So what sort of coaching programs do you put together?
Okay, so we've got two coaching packages, so to speak, that we currently offer. One of them is a 3-month coaching session where we would get together initially at the beginning of the 3 months, and we would sit down and have an hour or two session, maybe even 3 hours sometimes, find out what it is you want to achieve, set some targets, set some goals. And we would get to know each other, and I need to know sort of how you're going to manage what we were aiming to do, and come away with maybe 2 or 3, maybe 4 target goals to aim for. One of those targets might be that within the 3 months we're together, we find a buy-to-let property and we buy it. As simple as that, or you buy the buy-to-let property. During that time, we would be in touch every couple of weeks, and then once a month we'd have a face-to-face. We could do it on Google Hangouts like this, or we can actually physically meet up, or one of the other packages like Skype.
Yeah.
So that's that's just the general coaching package we've got. But then we've got an intention.
Can I just stop you there a sec, Neil? Does that apply to? Is that just beginners or at different levels? Do you handle all people on those sort of coaching programs?
That's aimed very much at the starter, someone who's starting off, wants to sort of get going, maybe doesn't have any properties, or even somebody that's maybe got properties that it hasn't worked for them in the past. So we put in the actual the formulas and the business plan that works for them, the proven formulas.
Right. Okay. So you're actually guiding them through the process then. So I may have bought somewhere in the past and had to sell it at a loss because it just didn't work for me, etc. I'm a bit nervous. I know it works because I just see all these people that are doing it and buying, 10, 20, 50, 100 houses, etc. So I'm obviously doing something wrong. So you're going to help that sort of, you're going to help that sort of person through it. Is that what you're saying?
Absolutely, yeah. It's that initial. I was in the same boat back in 2004. I bought my first property and made a right hash of it. Since then, I've learned a lot. I've learned the proper way to do it and the way to make property earn you money right from the minute you buy it. So it's a very steady, gradual growth over the 3 months. To get you to where you want to be, to get you started, so to speak.
Right. So you've got the confidence to go out and select the properties yourself and do the investments that you want based on your own goals, the type of properties that you want, etc.
Absolutely. And you've always got me on the background, so you're not on your own. You've got someone to talk to. We're in touch every couple of weeks. If something comes up in between those couple of weeks, you can always get in touch as well, and I'm there to support you. And we can kind of get you through that, whatever it is the barrier that you come across.
Okay. And then you also mentioned earlier on when we were talking earlier today, you were talking about the intensive training. So what did you mean by that? The intensive coaching program? What is involved in that?
Okay, so the intensive product is really just a full 3 days on site, so to speak. So you might come to me and say, Neil, I want to invest in Hull. I've heard Hull's really cheap. It's just been on the TV. You can pick up a house in Hull for £10,000. I want to go and buy houses in Hull. So what we would do then is you would get everything together. You would get the package together. You would decide what area we're going to, and there would be a bit of homework, a bit of prep work before that I would ask you to do to make sure you're focused properly. And then we would go up to Hull for 3 days, 3 full days, where we would go and do everything that I would normally do if I was going to go and buy a property in Hull. We'd go see the estate agents, we'd go around and look at the properties, we'd work out what the property's going to cost us, do the figures on how much the rentals are, whether or not we can actually make this project work, and even to the extent of buying properties during that 3 days if we can. The initial first day is very much led by me or us, and so you'll be there learning, but then by the second day it's your turn. We kind of hand the reins over to you and say, right, off you go. You've seen what we've done the first day. Over to you, and I'll be stood in the background there with you all the time, supporting you, helping you get there. And very much on the third day will be very similar, but then a very sort of a summary of everything's gone round everything up, see how we got. And you never know. It's been known that you can actually purchase a property or get a property on offer accepted during those 3 days.
All right. So what happens then if, say like I do that, I come along on this intensive course, and then for whatever reason, 3 months later, I'm just feeling nervous about buying my second or third or fourth property. Something, I've just lost confidence for some reason. What would you suggest? Do you have a backup program for that?
Oh yeah. Once you've had a session with us, you can always book bespoke sessions. So, if you've done either the 3-month course or the 3-day course, we can always turn around and say, Neil, I think I need a refresher, or I need to sit down with you for a couple of hours. We can book a bespoke session. There might be something specific, like you said. There's a reason that's blocking you, that you just can't seem to get through, that you just need that little bit of help that we can provide. Okay.
So if somebody was interested in one of these, coaching courses, or the intensive coaching coach, what do they do? Do they contact you? What?
Yeah, contact us on the privatepropertybuyer.net website. You can send us an email, or the phone calls, telephones up there. Give us a ring. Just let us know what you want, and we'll give you a ring, and we'll take it from there.
Okay. Well, Neil, I want to thank you again for joining us this afternoon and talking about your coaching program. And we'll see you all in the next video. Thank you very much, Neil.
Thank you, Steve.
No problem.